Happy Monday, everyone. This is Martha with Nature Niche, and this week I continue in my adventures of redoing the lawn, which really was a lot of just sort of icky weeds that got mowed regularly at my store. So I had showed before the frost seeding of my dry sand prairie mix, and today we're going to seed the rest of the lawn areas. Including an area around my dumpster surround that I want to just be grass, a place where I can throw things, or it might be a little bit more of a high traffic area. So I am using EcoTurf, a low maintenance turf alternative from Michigan Wildflower Farm. And to apply that mix, we combine vermiculite with an organic garden soil, just like we did before. And that's to give me something extra to hang on to, because as you can see, the EcoTurf, which is made up of 5 very slow growing fescue species. They aren't Michigan native genotype, but they are very slow growing, take less water and fertilizer because they are deeply rooted and don't have to be mowed at all, or maybe once a month if you want a little bit more of a manicured look. So I'm gonna mix this seed in with that extender so that it's easier to apply evenly over my seeding area. So this is my EcoTurf seeding area. We expect it to get a fair bit of traffic just right by our parking area, driveway, loading, unloading, inventory. So I'm gonna apply the EcoTurf mix. It can be applied in shade all the way to full sun. It's pretty drought tolerant, and the most optimum time to apply it is in mid to late August through September. But then, you know, life happens, and I was able to get the site prepared last fall following the 10 steps to a successful seeding that Michigan Wildflower Farm has out there. We did a glyphosate application and then treated it again, anything that was sprouting, in April. And so the next best time to do applications is mid to late March, depending on the weather, through May. So I still have plenty of May to get this going, germinated, and establishing this spring. So I'm going to work the area back and forth in one direction, and then take the other half of my batch and work perpendicular to that original path. Next, we're going to seed the Be Happy turf alternative mix that's going on the side of my building. And that particular seed mix, it's similar to the EcoTurf in that it has the 5 slow-growing fescue grasses, but it also has white Dutch clover mixed in. So you can see, not only do we have the fescue seed, but the little round clover seeds. And this particular mix, it's good for transition areas. It can go in shade to full sun, but it doesn't do well on very sandy, droughty soils or constantly moist soils. So you want that sort of dry mesic condition, and this will be a fun turf alternative with clover blooms available to help support pollinators. So this is where I'm going to apply the Be Happy turf alternative. It's a transition area from the neighboring hotel parking lot. It just runs along the edge of the building. There are utilities going through here. I suspect at some point someone might need to access this manhole drain access point, so I just wanted something down to transition the landscape into the neighbors and be something that is supportive of pollinators, but I don't care if it gets torn up and I have to reseed it every once in a while. So putting this mix down at 200 pounds per acre or 5 pounds per 1,000 square feet, same as the EcoTurf. And again, it's with that much grass mix, it's best to put that in late August through September, but another acceptable time frame is mid to late March through May. So we're doing the spring seeding and see how it goes. And for the third turf alternative seed mix that I'm applying in the store landscape, I came up with a very simple 2-species seed mix. And for those who have worked with me before, they'll probably be astounded that I came up with that low diversity of a mix. That's very contrary to what I normally do, but I wanted a seed mix that would blend into the background, kind of serve as a matrix for displaying maybe some of our metal store art, to be low. I just don't want to mow, and to basically accent the demonstration garden that I already have in front of the store. So the mix contains a 50-50 combination of sand coreopsis, also known as sand tickseed, and black-eyed Susan, specifically Rudbeckia hirta. And so those are 2 species that do well in the sun and dry conditions and will stay below knee height. And you can see the coreopsis seed and then the little black-eyed Susan seed. So we'll mix this with the extender and get it applied out front, just like we've done the other mixes. So I hope these turf alternative seeding ideas, along with the dry sand prairie demonstration that I showed as a frost seeding technique in Monday with Martha number 45, will help you think about what you could do with some lawn areas that maybe you don't really need, they're not high traffic. You have some spaces where you'd like to stop mowing and do more to support wildlife and showcase our native flora. Take care and have a good week.